Okay, so the pizza oven, we want to take it and make sure when we start it up. Now this one we used obviously in the earlier session. They're going to get stained. These decks are porous. They're going to get dirty. They're going to get stained. When you have a brush, you would use a brush to do this. I don't have a brush right here, so I'll just use this towel on a tong. I don't think so. I think we're fine. Okay, so just clearing out any debris left from the previous day. Thank you. Okay, so fresh pizzas. These are par-baked crusts. If they were the fresh crust like you'd find at pizzerias, there they use like a cornmeal or something to keep them from sticking. Cornmeal, as I tried to demo that this morning, gives you a little bit more of a smoky aroma, shall we say, so I won't use any cornmeal on that. And it didn't have too much of a problem sticking this morning, but if you did, you could use a little flour just on your peel to make sure everything is dry. Put a little pepperoni or something on there, I suppose. And I just bought this out of the fresh case over at the Woodlake Market.
Will small peel be in the box?
No, no peel. Again, something we can, all product ideas in the future, right? Working.
Just about 11.
Okay. You could use the timer.
That'll be an option later on, which will be the timer.
Let's run the timer just so you can hear it cycle off.
3 minutes.
3 minutes I'll put it on for. Question was, if you put 2 pizzas in, does it slow down the bake time? Not really. These stones are intended to hold that heat. So once you get this oven hot, the heat is retained in those stones. That's the whole idea of them. Talking about
on the bottom of the second deck, right?
Question is, are there elements underneath the deck? Yes, there's 3 elements in this oven. There's one element underneath the bottom stone. There's another element that's underneath the middle stone, but also heats the stone, right? So it's the top heat down to the bottom pizza, and then there's another element on the top of the oven that heats down. We'll give it just a second yet. I want to talk about the heat. This oven, I said, is at 550. Earlier in the day, I had it at 650. Okay? No problem. It really is. I could be here all day on that. It gets a little hotter toward the front. Top is a little bit warmer. Someone asked if you could stack another item. No. We will, in our manuals, have the clearance distances listed. So we will tell you exactly what you can and can't do. Well, we tried a frozen pizza earlier. At that higher temperature, if you're going to cook frozen pizzas, such as like one of these, I'd recommend turning the oven down. We had it up that higher temperature this morning. It got a little hot. It's a recipe you'd have to play with. But at the higher temperatures like this, it's suitable for fresh dough. I mean, if you had a guy who had a dough mixer and he mixed up his dough and a fresh dough pizza, these are par-baked crusts. You could certainly do that in this oven. It has that capability. Also do these just at a little slower temperature. Okay, so I don't know if you can see that. Mike, time? 4.5 minutes. Okay, hear that crust when I cut this? Okay, clean up on this oven. I think we went over it, but once again, just basically shut it off, wipe down the interior surfaces. Any of the stainless surfaces, obviously you can clean with the stainless cleaners. The interior of the door, you can use oven cleaner. Interior of the oven,